we will discuss how to determine how many words are in your document. And you can find the word count on your status bar, which is located at the bottom of your document. If the word count is not displayed on your status bar, right-click a blank area of the status bar and then select word count. You should now have a check mark next to word count. You can click anywhere on your document to return to it. Now I am going to add some random text by typing equal ran parentheses 3 comma 4 parentheses, and then I'm going to hit enter. What this does is add 3 paragraphs of random text, and each paragraph has 4 sentences. As you can see, the word count is now 194 words. As you add or delete words, I'm going to delete some words. Microsoft Word automatically updates those words. Or rather, it updates the word count. I'm going to add some more text to the document. I just copied and pasted this paragraph here, and I've added it to this document, and the word count automatically updates to 227 words. Now, word counts are really great to use if you are writing a report or you have a paper that has a minimum number of requirements for words. A lot of instructors like to say your document cannot have no more than 500 words or no less than 500 words. So this is one great tool to use to determine how many words you have in your document. Okay, now let's take a look at what you see in the words. So if you click here, just click on the word count. As you can see, this box opens up and it gives you detailed information about what's in your document. It says how many pages, the number of words, the characters without spaces, characters with spaces, the number of paragraphs, the number of lines. Now, let's say your document contains a text box. When you click on this here, you can determine whether or not you want the text box to be included in your count. So if you deselect that, as you can see, it changes it back to 227 words. With it checked, your document contains 259 words. Let's say you are writing an essay and your instructor is requiring that your summary must contain a specific amount of words. You can easily check to see how many words are in a section by selecting the text. As you can see, the word count now displays 123 words of 259. So the part of the word that I highlighted is 123 words. Another little nifty trick that you can do with word count is you can include the total number of words in your document. Okay? For instance, let's type word count, put a colon, and then we're going to press the space bar. Now, you could very simply, easily type in 261 in your document, but then you have to keep going back and changing it every time. Well, there's an easier way to put the words in your document. And this is done by using a quick part. Okay? And to get a quick part in your document, you click Insert. And after you click Insert, if you come over here, now my window is minimized and so you cannot see the words. But right up here, you can see it's the Explore Quick parts. So if you click the down arrow, then you select Field. Now, the default is all. So you can scroll through all these here to see if you can find what you're looking for. Now, I know for a fact that the quick part that I'm looking for is in the document information. So it saves a little time if you know where it is, but that takes some practicing, okay? So then I want to know the number of words. So I select num words. And then, as you can see, you have different formats that you can use. So we're going to select just the regular old numbers here, and we're going to press OK. Now, as you can see, that number is just not quite right. So to update it, you right-click on the number, and you select Update Field, and now it shows 230 words. But down here it says 262. So let's open this up here and let's deselect this here. So the word count does not include, when you add it as a field, it does not add the text box, footnotes, and endnotes. So if you want that in there, then you will not be able to do that. So you can edit the field if you like, and you can change it to Roman numeral numbers even. So you could do a little bit of things with that right there. But most instructors do not want you to include text boxes in your total. So that number here is 229, or rather update it, and it would be, sorry about that. If you update the field, the 230 would be the actual number of words that you would want to include, because you don't want your text boxes or footnotes or endnotes included in your total. And that is how you determine how many words are in your document. Thank you for watching.